Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
How you kids doing? AssholeConsulting.com. The old captain's gotta go work security. That's why he's got the baby face. Clean shaven. Just like El Jefe wants it. So I gotta look like I'm 20 years old again. Hi, Aaron. I know your channel is more aimed towards the male persuasion, but I have a question for a lady. I know a really sweet 20-year-old girl who is done with and never has ridden the infamous cock carousel. Attached is an excerpt of text I received from her tonight that I feel sum up her mindset and the issue at hand. In the past, she's dated a few pussies in an effort to bypass the dude bro so common in high school and college, but this hasn't sufficed for some obvious reasons. She goes to the gym regularly, eats well, and dresses relatively nicely without looking like a slut. I just tell her to wait for the right man to come along. Oh, geez, you can't, God almighty. You know, we complain about women giving bad advice, and now here you are giving the exact, hey, the right guy, you'll watch a Disney movie, and poof, he'll just show up. But I can tell she's getting impatient. Well, tell her, okay, that's her problem. She's 20, too freaking bad. People just got their pubes 7 years ago. Chill the fuck out, all right? And everyone's busy with college and wanting to bang another girl. Not one guy who's 20 is going to want to bang, is going to want to settle and get married and start spitting out kids. We may pick on the women a lot here, and rightfully so. They deserve this constructive criticism. But the boys at the same time are not that, you know, think about this poor girl. These guys are not, I mean, at best you're getting a dude, bro. At least those guys might hit the gym occasionally. But they just got to choose between soy boys, and nobody is thinking marriage at 20. Nor necessarily in today's day and age should you. So she's just going to have to sit there and wait. Or change tactics, which I'll get to later. As someone with lots of life experience, can you make a video potentially allaying some of her fears and giving her some advice? Good, because I think her fears are irrational. Aaron, let me just read. I don't want to read what this young lady wrote. We'll keep that private. I just want to go through it. I'll just generally, she wants to have kids. She understands there's a wall. She understands biology, so she's already ahead of 95% of women her age. Wants a husband. Yeah, dude, you weren't giving her helpful advice. I'm glad you contacted America's older brother. Okay, all right. And then I want to know, I wrote back, is there something obviously wrong with her? She sounds like the real deal. She got an ugly face or something, super religious. Also, what is she studying for a profession? So I'm trying to find out why guys aren't approaching. I'd say she's dead average look-wise. Well, that explains a lot of it right there. That explains a lot of it. She's dead average. Guys don't... Look, average guys will chase after average girls, but you got to have a little bit of a wow factor to have that advantage. But she is black and has only been interested in white guys. Maybe the racial difference has an effect on attraction. Yeah, that does. That will. We can go ahead and cite the, Plenty of Fish study, where different races approach different races and genders at different ratios and percentages, and basically East Indians are completely fucking screwed. I'm sorry, guys, that's just what it is. But taking that out of it, usually you're not attracted to that many people outside your race. Not to say there has been, woo, has there? Been some good-looking black girls, but I am not normally attracted to black women. You could have a stunningly attractive black woman, and I could look and say, yes, that is a stunningly attractive black woman, but I just it's not my cup of tea. And it's the same thing. Some black women are going to look at white guys and say, yeah, I know that's a very dapper, handsome-looking man, but, George Clooney just doesn't do it for me. I need a Denzel Washington. So, statistically speaking, within your own race, you're going to have this genetic predisposition to stick within your own. It doesn't mean there isn't going to be a little bit of crossover once in a while. But I'll tell you this, the girls that I was attracted to who were black, they were stunningly beautiful. Stunningly. Lena Horne, of course she's dead now, to give you an example. Charmin Michelle is another one. She's a local jazz singer who broke my heart. Broke my freaking heart. I cried myself to sleep that night. And then she dated a guy, married a guy, who was a skinnier, older version of me. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like a better, newer model. I got less mileage. What the hell was with that shit? Nice gal. Look up her music. Who else? I know this goes completely against the grain. I think Michelle Obama is absolutely beautiful. I don't care what you guys say. She dressed up very nicely. But we're talking, these have to be very stunning, attractive black women to get men of other races to find them attractive. That's just why I'm speculating. So if she's only going after the white guys, that's a huge uphill battle. And I have ran into a handful of black women where it's like they will not date black men. That's no, white guys are nothing. I'm like, well, why white guys? Why? Okay, fine, you're not going to date black men, but what about Asian? What about Indians, American or East Indian? What about Middle Easterners? And why not black guys? So she's got to be very realistic with. Now, how many of these women are dating white guys as a retaliatory strike against black men? I don't know. Versus how many of them are like, no, I'm just genetically, I do not find black men attractive. It's got to be white guys or nothing else, which I find hard to believe because, like, well, millions of years of evolution, like, you didn't see white guys for 1.999 million years at least. It's going to be a hard uphill battle if she's dead average looks. And, you know, if she's going to the gym and doing what she can and dresses pretty but not slutty, I mean, then what? Does she have a very plain face? Then she's got to work on her makeup. I find it really hard to believe that, I'm not calling her a liar, but there are very few plain Jane women. If women are in shape and they doll themselves up, you're talking 7 minimum, 8 likely, 8.5 and above possible. Then you got to go into pure model territory. So if she's dead average looks and she wants the white guy and she happens to be black, she's got to really do something different. She can't be going in there plain Jane all the time. So maybe a, what do they call them, a makeover or something. But then I would also try to argue and say, look, is it only, is it like you only get it up for white guys, really? There's not a good looking black guy. Could you get it up for Denzel? He's not good looking. You know, can you, or is it, no, deep down inside, what, your dad ran out on you, your brothers are in jail or something like that? Is that why your sister got screwed over by your brother-in-law? Is that what it is? Because you're really missing out or denying the chances of some good black gentlemen out there. And I'll tell the girls again, I'll tell you black girls again, you want to find a good black man, you go to the cigar lounge. Where are the good black men? They're at the cigar lounge. Intelligent, professional, accomplished. I wouldn't necessarily say rich, but disproportionately rich. I go to the cigar lounge. Most of the black guys there make a lot more money than me. Well, most of the guys make a lot more money than me at the cigar lounge. But that you can find quality black men. So she's got to be real honest with herself. What's it with the white guys only? Right? If it's a retaliatory strike for something that happened in her past, she's being dishonest with herself and she's not giving some good black men a shot out there. And if, statistically speaking, if she acknowledges that and she's, okay, yeah, right, I should really give black men a shot based on merit and integrity and character, then I should, and then she doubles her chances or triples them or whatever. It only increases her chances. So yes, the racial component of her problem definitely, I think, is a hurdle. She is religious to the effect that she wants to save herself a tone marriage. Okay, well, that's another big one. Now, we've taken an already small supply of men, white guys that find average black girls attractive, and we've whittled it down to nothing. Look, I appreciate good, honest Christians who are religious people in general who are going to know I'm not having premarital sex. All right. Okay, good. Well, then you better get your ass to church. And that's the only pool you can go fishing in. And hey, surprise, surprise, sister. When you go fishing in the Christian pool, don't be surprised when 85% of the guys are like, oh no, you know all that religious stuff we're supposed to do? I'll do it all except the no premarital sex. And I can't necessarily fault them because the no premarital sex was to prevent it so that you had kids out of wedlock, which is moot now with birth control. That's a secular discussion. But if she wants to save herself to marriage, that's even a huger hurdle facing this. But she doesn't preach her belief as the only reason. I know it's because I've asked her about it. All right. Well, she's honest about it. That's good. All right, so she's got to go to church. She's got to find the right Christian, which is only going to be 50% of the guys. And why, my God, you're really whittling down the statistics. Despite my best grilling, she's double majored in education and Spanish to go to law school afterwards to become a lawyer. Oh my God. You must really like this girl as a friend. I mean, you must care about her as a sister, not romantically. But now you add, she's got a list that's nearly impossible. And now you're going to add a liability. She's going to be, how can I put this? She has now got rid of any men who are above average intelligence and have good financial sense and acumen. That's not a good thing. It's not to say she couldn't find a good guy that she's fallen in love with, who's white and a Christian and won't have sex before marriage. But now, any guy who's been paying attention to the slightest bit of their futures, has a little bit of foresight, a little bit of financial planning and forward planning, and thinks about the future, any kind of, and those are good qualities and traits for a real good man to be a good provider. She wants to be the one to stay at home and take the kids and wants a husband. Well, these are the guys you've just come. Look, if you want, here's another thing. She wants to go and raise kids and get married. What the fuck is she doing in law school then? She's going to go invest, what, $250,000? Not to mention, if you prorate her time, you're looking at $400,000 if she were to work instead of go to school. And she's going to come out with student loan debts, worthless undergrads. Unless she gets into a tier 1, she's going to come out with a worthless law degree. And then she could have graduated from whatever the top ranked school is, Harvard School of Law. I don't know what the top ranked law school is. She does that. Then she goes and gets married and has kids. Well, what the fuck was this wasting of time for? Join the military. Go program. Go work manual labor. Go work in the oil fields. Go work as a lineman. Don't go to school. She's very smart and has a GPA close to 4.0. No, that doesn't mean she's smart. She needs to get an IQ test to figure out she's smart. I'm sure she is smart, but a 4.0 GPA in the liberal arts means nothing. That means nothing. That means the skill it takes to get a 4.0 GPA or thereabouts in education in Spanish is the skill it takes me to wake up late at night with my dim phone, kind of walk around, find the toilet, flip the lid, and then pee and not splash anywhere. To hear the volume, like, now we're in the middle of the water. Shake. Okay, flush, and go back to bed. That's about the skill of. So that doesn't mean she's smart. And she's certainly not a critical thinker. She is delusional. She could have all the book smarts in the world, but she is not making the connections when it comes to, well, I want on white guys only, I don't want to have premarital sex, and oh, by the way, my plan in the meantime is to piss away an inordinate amount of my youth and money on worthless degrees. But I don't know if that's saying much. Yeah, that's not saying much, yeah. Although it's not an Ivy League, she does attend a school I'm not going to mention, which does have more credibility than the average liberal arts school. No liberal arts school. Dude, the crap they're graduating from the Ivy League liberal arts colleges it means there is no reputable liberal arts schools. The liberal arts are toast, right? No man who has a future and is successful is going to touch a girl with a liberal arts degree, and certainly not with law school debt. Plus, she's heavily subsidized by scholarships from the school, so debt won't be much of it. Good. All right, that's a. Why doesn't she use that money then to go get a real skill? I prefer a video. Let me know. Thanks for the swift reply. All right. There's nothing wrong with her. I mean, this is not an evil woman, even in the slightest. But she is delusional. And that's one thing women really got to work on. And men too, but women to more of an extent. Because I was listening to some old Tom Likas podcast from a long time ago, but recently. And listening to it, I'm like, these women are delusional. Like, why did you have a kid at 15? What is wrong with you? And like, well, I kind of wanted to have the kid. She has to get into the real world. All right, I don't know if you're going to show her this video or you're going to have to tell her, but if she's average looking, but works out, I think the solution is she gussies herself up a bit. The other thing that she's going to, so that's within control. I think she could upgrade to a 7. She should be able to upgrade to a 7, just wearing heels and putting on decent makeup and getting a makeover. I've seen very average girls. A buddy of mine, I'm like, you look like a boy. Just shut up. You look like a guy. All right? Now, do you want to look feminine and get that guy or not? Now they're married. Oh, there's right again. But where she has to talk about the reality and get back to planet Earth is she's going to have to really think about, do you only want to date white guys? Or is it that deep down inside, yes, you are attracted to black men as well, or other races. But it's because of whatever past or biases you may have had, and you got to get rid of that. And if you see a good-looking black dude that you want to date, you give him a shot. Okay. She's young, and the other disconnect is her educational path. Not only is it completely worthless, it is not in line with what she wants. She wants to get married, be a wife, and have kids. Fine, go be a wife and get married and have kids. So this then aligns it with a third hypocrisy, or not hypocrisy, I hate to say that, it's a disconnect, because this is the one instance she's not being hypocritical. You better get your ass into church and go find yourself a husband that wants to make babies that early. Now is the time, genetically or biologically speaking, now is the time. You're 20, this is the time to go find out. Now don't rush it, don't settle for the first guy who happens to be white and wants to get married. But if she's insistent on no premarital sex, well, she better get her ass to church. And she better try multiple churches. That better be her part-time job, is going to the singles groups at churches. And hopefully finding that white guy, which I don't think is statistically likely going to happen, but finding a good man with a good heart and a good job that she finds attractive and would be a good father, that is what she's going to have to be on the hunt for when she goes to these single meetup groups at the crib. And even then, here, again, bringing it back to reality for a fourth or fifth time, she's going to have to date older. Pretty much every guy her age is kind of in the same boat she is. They're going to get their degrees, they're going to work on their career, and younger men should. They absolutely should. So these guys are probably going to, I almost can guarantee it's going to be a waste of time. They're going to want to have sex, they're not going to want to settle down, they certainly don't want to have kids. She is going to have to date older. And I mean 10 years older, 20 years older. And she's going to have to work at it again. She's going to have to go in, and she's going to have to be honest. She should set up dating profiles. I want to have kids and be a housewife. Boom, right out there in the open. And she's going to at least get the guys like, oh, she wants kids? No, I'm gone. She's going to screen real quickly. Now, she's also going to attract a lot of manipulators or take advantagers of her, opportunists, people who don't have her best interests at heart. But she's going to have to up her Sherlock Holmes game and suss that stuff out and sniff them out. But she is going to have to date older men who are established. They're looking to settle down. They're looking to start a family. And then the other thing I was going to talk about, her career path, not only is it worthless, it is not only opposite of what she wants to achieve in life, it's going to be destructive to what she wants to achieve in life. You go through these worthless degrees, sweetheart, and you go to law school, and it's not a tier 1, and you graduate with this fucking load of debt, and you're one of these girls women with degrees, that fucking hashtag, and then all of a sudden you're looking, and you got $300,000 of debt, and you're completely unemployable. Now that's almost as bad as having 2 other men's children. It is, guys, I'm not taking that on. No way. No thank you. So if she wants to get married, she wants to have the babies, she's got to look hot. She's going to have to go to where the traditional men are. I implore her to please reconsider dating other men if outside of just whites only, because it will increase your chances. And the guy, the love of your life, may not be white. Shock of shock, it's possible. And if she is going to go to college, I still think she should go to college or get an education. I don't believe she should just sit there and attend Christian singles groups. You have to do something. I think she should major in engineering or STEM or programming or accounting, some kind of skill. Ideally, something she could do from home while working with the kids. I mean, you really want to talk about it. You really want to be opportunistic. You really want to put your time and efforts and energies towards something that's going to help. Become an accountant. Become a programmer. Go into IT security. Something that you can do from home. Seth Himes, digital marketing. You don't even have to. She could maybe join the reserves, join the military part-time, National Guard or whatever. Get some skills there. Get a little bit, you gotta do something. But double majoring in two completely worthless fields, and then going on to get a completely worthless degree from a worthless college in a market that is flooded. No. That's gonna destroy her. Her chances of finding a guy that's decent. Anyway, yeah, that's why, and even then, there is no guarantee. There is no guarantee, because like the client I had 2 or 3 days ago, he's more or less played his cards right. No one plays all their cards right all the time. There's always mistakes. This guy more or less played his cards right. And I had to look at him like, dude, you're going to have to accept the reality that there's a real good chance you'll never get married, because the quality of, in his case, women suck. I know, again, we focus on the women a lot here because we're predominantly a male channel. I don't know if you girls knew this, we focus on women. But if you're a girl and you look at the guys, holy shit, the selection of guys are almost just as bad. You got your soy boys, you got these guys that can't change a tire, the guys are fucking military, these guys can't even throw a grenade, we got to get rid of grenade tossing, we have the soy boys of America, or the soy scouts of America. There's just no real men left. So, and it's gonna be work. I'll tell you this, you should be putting more work into finding a husband than you would be your college and education right now. I mean, you have to do both. You have to do both. But if you want to be a wife with kids, you should focus on that. So you better get hot. You better open up your mind to dating people who are good men that you're attracted to regardless of race. And you better, if you're no premarital, you better get your ass into church, and you better go to a bunch of different churches. And okay, I know, because I dated some Christian girls back in the day. Don't be pulling this shit, oh, he must be Third Day Adventist like I am. You better be fucking happy he's just Christian, Don't be splitting no hairs. Well, he's not a Reformed, Catholic, Baptist, Lutheran, third cubed on Tuesdays. You just better be fucking happy that, yeah, the guy on the cross, that's my guy. And you should just be, that's your standard. Because I've dated him. Like, you have to go to this because I really believe that, Jesus, he had a belly button. Or not, but Jesus. Adam, I think he had a belly button because he was made in God. And then God had a, we're the belly button Adventists of the third removed Christ of cross. Fuck it. All right, that's it. You guys got questions? Kevin's got answers. assholeconsulting.com. Check out the blog, CaptainCapitalism.blogspot.com, where you can see all the other crap I got. Books, Amazon affiliate program, Patreon account, all that. Patreon.com/Aaron Clary. And we have the Clary podcast, which is on SoundCloud.com. Spread the good word of Asshole Consulting to your friends and family. Look at how much we saved. Look, if this girl actually follows my advice, imagine how much of an easier life she's going to have than the hell she's about to go through now. Think about that. $35 I charged him. And this guy paid for it. That's a good friend you got, sweetheart. I'd thank him for it. You owe him like dinner or something. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.